just here doing my YouTube thing, so doing commentary, but Team Rose, be careful with this one, because at one point in time, we thought she would never tell the truth about her experience with Dolly Vision. We thought she would never speak on it. She would never admit to anything. She even made a promise, a vow to Dolly Vision to not speak on it, to not say anything. Befriended his sister, befriended PJ, went behind PJ's back, well, kind of, and came to Virginia anyway, to what, 2 years later, spill the beans? Because what? I mean, Sierra can't get all the attention for spilling the beans, right? Somebody else got to spill some beans too, right? I mean, if this ain't what do you call it? A swagger jacker. She a swagger jacker. That's what she is. She be jacking people's swagger. Shit. She a swagger jacker. Oh, jive turkey ass. I just feel like what else are you gonna do? Like next week you gonna turn on Team Rose? You gonna out her for what she give you, $548? Or she just give you 48. What was it? I know there was a 48 in there somewhere. I'm just curious, like, how much is this worth? Like, what's the running tab on this? What's the running speed on this? I'm just curious, because you don't have to sell your soul this extreme to be abundant.
That's in my chat right now are listening. They have no idea how fucking obsessed he is with her.
Upset.
He puts her foot down, doesn't contact anybody hardly at all, not even him, for 2 months. And he's all quiet and meek and sullen and somber on his vibes. I swear to God, you almost were crying once. And then you reel her back in and fucking abuse her.
They both cry over each other. What are you talking about? Are you jealous of the fact that you don't have someone to be this hot? Oh my God, I fucking discovered something, you guys. Breaking Drama News. I figured it out. Breaking Drama News. Where is it? Breaking Drama News. I figured it out, guys. She's jealous. She can't go back and forth with Dolly Vision no more because he don't pay her no fucking mind. Because he realized she just flew over the cuckoo nest. Okay? She can't go back and forth with Ernie Shell because he's cool with Mark Terry and them. And she ain't gonna tap on that tree no more. She watched them. Okay? Who else is she going to? She don't have no other male figure to go back and forth with, like Team Rose does with Lionel, to get that sexual aggression out, to get that, she has to get her thrill some kind of way. And if it's not with me, then Mary J. Doe and Lord Dandy picked the short straw. Actually, PCT paid Rose $250. It's all fucked up. Weird. Paid Rose $250? Why would PCT pay Rose? That doesn't make any sense. It seemed like Team Rose would pay PCT to do this, to defend her honor against the great Lord Dandy, and Mary Jane Doe, I guess. Why did you start it off cussing Mary Jane Doe out, but then you put Lord Dandy in the title? Like, pick one. Like, who are you mad at? I don't even know. Are you mad at both? I'm confused now.
That's why I'm angry. That's why I'm doing a live. I mean, for fuck's sake, I have a heart condition.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I do. And I'm getting myself riled up because I care enough about that woman.
Well, that's a little gay. So question, PCT. Since, I'm a woman and you're a woman and we're grown, right? We're grown. We're of age, okay? This is the part of the segment of the show where it's definitely going to be 18 and up. So if you're younger than 18, I'm going to need you to go ahead and leave now. Trigger warning. I'm going to get nasty. Trigger warning. Trigger warning. I'm getting a little nasty now. Okay? So, my question is, PCT, Megan Shenanigans. Since you are in non-communicato with Dolly Vision, right? He's so busy with all the things PJ, right? And, Ernie Shell is not available. Are you substituting your erotic attention? Because I do know you like the spicy talk. When you came out with everything with Dolly Vision, y'all were very explicit in your conversation, and same, no tea, same. But because you're not getting that from a man, are you and Team Rose flicking y'all's bean together? Are you and Team Rose having phone sex? And that's why you love this woman so much. I love Team Rose too. I do. I love her death. I love her magical boobs. I love her hair. I love her boomstick and her high cheekbones. I love to love Team Rose. I love say nasty things, and Team Rose loves to tease me about wanting a threesome. And with Team Rose, I want a threesome with everyone, right, Team Rose? So, did you take all that steamy, spicy talk between me, Team Rose, and Lionel to heart, and now, now you're trying to work out your lesbianism? Did you just come out the closet, TCT? Are you and Team Rose a bean flicking couple? I just want to know. No one said that, like the general, people on Messenger or anything. They didn't say that, and no one has, I'm just wondering myself, like, full disclosure, PCT, because I know you're taking notes. I have never been in a private conversation with Team Rose that was like hot and steamy, where I felt like I had to, get comfortable. I've never, we've had long conversations. Oh, sure, of hours, sometimes days, but not to this extent. This is a little gay. This is a little lesbian.
She hit below the fucking belt. Yeah, better than anybody on the fucking internet, okay? Anybody. And I don't know if that's because she's originally from New York or what. She's quick with her tongue. I experienced it myself.
She's quick with her tongue. I'ma leave it alone.
But when you know that she's starting to care about you and trying to be kind and lets herself come up on your fucking stage, and then you just go ahead and stick up for Mary Jane Doe. How long have you known her? God damn it, 2 years.
But Sticky, if the men don't love her back, Sticky, if the men don't love her back, if the men have abandoned her, then she might be so inclined to get her thrills elsewhere. I mean, it has to happen. I mean, now me personally, PCT, I don't have to reach out to YouTube people for that kind of gratification. I have limited men that can supply my online visual needs, verbal, I don't have to dip my toe in the YouTube community for that because people talk, you know. But yeah, she does love men, and I believe you. But I don't know if the men love her. And are the men as willing to support financially as well as the women? Because I imagine she has more women supporters who are willing to fund, her channel, her lifestyle, her cats, her litter. So I think the men, how would you say, the men's contribution has dried up.
Years, maybe 3. You've known Rose for 10 years, you son of a bitch.
Jesus.
Get off your fucking high horse. Quit screwing the men that you do masseuses for. Actually, go ahead and keep doing it. But don't you fucking ever call her a whore again. Because she's the farthest from it, and you know it. She doesn't screw men. She doesn't go to bars looking for them. She's alone, dealing with this shit. And I'm sick and tired of your fucking ass gut.
We're all alone, PCT. We're all alone. Why is her interaction with men, or why are men that important to you? Why is the affection and love and admiration of a man that important to you? I don't understand why it would matter. Because if you're truly a liberal and a Democrat, aren't men and women equal?
Damn lady mods sitting in there with their fucking mob mentality, picking on her every fucking day of her life.
Yes, Team Rose has had trolls. She has had bullies. She has had people talking shit about her online. No one is refuting that. But Team Rose also plays into that narrative. She plays into it. She doesn't ignore it. She addresses it. She obsesses over it. She analyzes it. She investigates it. She gets paranoid about it. No matter what's true or what's fake or what is manufactured. Forget right and wrong. The thing is that it's not like she's ignoring it. It's not like that she's not playing into it. It's not like she's blocking all the trolls in the chat. Sometimes there's nothing but trolls in the chat. And she'll sit there and talk to them. You say you watch, but do you comprehend what is going on? Because not only is this not discreet at all, but I have to question your comprehension. Like, how long have you been following Team Rose, PCT? How long have you been witnessing this? How long does it take for you to understand that 50% is troll and her getting bullied, and 50% is her playing into the narrative for views to keep her channel alive? No tea, no shade. Hey, do what you gotta do. It ain't tricking if you got it. And Team Rose got it. She can make a live out of literally anything. Team Rose will never run out of content, even if the trolls leave her alone. She'll never run out. She can talk about anything, and she'll get haters and she'll get lovers. That's the game. That's the gamble we take when we're on YouTube. I don't understand the problem. Why are you so worked up?
I will fucking report you. Every time. And I'm going to be watching lately. Every time. You fucking slander her and do all that YouTube shit. I'm
Her butthole perker. Every. She hit a Mariah Carey note. Girl. YouTube is not that deep. What would you have done? How mortified would you have been? God forbid. God forbid. But how mortified would you have been at the pearly gates in the afterlife if you realized your white ass croaked due to a heart attack on live? Is that what you're going for? Because you're getting close, girl. You should have went another 22 minutes. You should have went 40. You should have went 48 minutes and 48 seconds. You failed the mission, PCT. You failed the symbology of the mission, girl. Can you imagine dropping dead, or God forbid, on a live stream because you're this worked up? No. Mm-mm. I'm going to play the rest, and I'm going to go pee real quick.
supporting your channel, Lionel. And I know I'm going out on a limb talking like this because people are going to try to do something to me. My loyalty to the brand is a lot more fucking important than a goddamn channel. If you can't control your fucking tongue, Lionel, when you drink and you abuse women, especially Team Rose, then you reeled right in again, didn't you? You need fucking to quit drinking. I feel so bad for her. You fucking make her go from 1 to 100, and she was spot on at the end of your life tonight before you kicked her ass off and giggled and laughed about it, and then fucking praised Wheels, and obviously doesn't have a fucking life. You're a fucking bitch, Wheels. You're a fucking bitch. I never see anything kind come out of your mouth except when you kiss ass with Lionel. You fucking kiss ass. What, because he's a man? He's probably the only fucking man you have to talk to. You fucking losing bitch. Fuck you, Tony. Who the fuck are you? Don't fucking leave women on, Lionel. Quit fucking using them for content, Lionel. And go to fucking therapy for your obsession over some green-eyed woman, pretty, who yes, she was in the movie, but as you had to also take another dig and say she had a small part. She had a part in a movie. What the fuck have you done? Oh, that's right, you were in the military. Okay, kudos to you. That's about it.
When someone's in the military, you're supposed to say thank you for your service. Lord Daddy, thank you for your service. Even though you are not an American, you are a citizen of our earth. So thank you for protecting your own. That's what you're supposed to do. Whew, I ran up the steps. Uh, I think a lot of women on YouTube need to get laid. Actually, you know, shit. I could go a few more rounds. Shit, quiet as kept. I could go a few more rounds. You know me. Whew. Yeah. Well, I don't know Will, but I spoke to her on a panel once, and she was nice then. I don't know what has happened since. So, whew, I'm out of breath. But she said about reporting Lionel, I think that's done. I don't think that's wise to report Lionel. And I don't think it's wise to announce it on a live stream if you're going to report another creator. It's already here. I know you want to get a little drink tonight. Me and Mary J. might have a colorful date. We might be coloring late night. We're not doing the flicking the bean. We're just coloring together, guys. I promised her a color date. So we might drink a little drink and have a color date. Because she's my friend and I love her.
Oh, thank you very much for joining. Today I'm going to be speaking about PCT Tina. It's extreme. PCT is extreme.
You guys, overall,
luckily, hopefully, everybody is dead sleepy, so I don't get interrupted by them. Please, if you don't mind, give me a line. Because I know.
Stiggy, that's very true. That's true. That's true. That's very true. No comment. I was about to write myself out, but one of the visions might be watching. I don't want to piss nobody off. We're in good standing right now. Okay, we're good. Right, Peach? Right? Love you too.
Would you really care? Hopefully. I can get through everything I want to talk about, which is mainly the last few lives. 3 lives, I suppose. I think it's very important what I do. I stuck up for someone who's standing alone, and someone who cannot. Just cannot stand up for herself because she's blocked. That's Mary Jane Doe. And yes, Mary Jane Doe, I think I'm next between Team Rose and Mississippi Talker, actually. In actual fact.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew that Mary Jane Doe was blocked over at Team Roses and Radical Roses, or maybe not Radical Roses, but Team Roses, and that's why she can't respond, is because she can't say anything because she's blocked. Now, I don't know if everyone's blocked. I mean, I guess that's the question for Team Rose, but I thought everything that Mary Jane Doe has said regarding Team Rose has been empathetic, and also her perspective and her educated guess, her intelligent way of saying things. And yes, she does try to sound neutral, but I always tell Mary Jane Doe, you ain't got to be neutral with me. And I tell Team Rose the same thing. I said, you just say it how you want to say it. You ain't gotta sugarcoat it just because I'm friends with the other. But it's unfortunate that Mary Jane Doe is watched that closely by others who want to pledge false loyalty to Team Rose. Team Rose, you are very vulnerable on these YouTube streets. Not as far as people blocking you and whatever in the chat. I'm not talking about the live chat, but just in general. You're very vulnerable, and I advise that you be careful who you align with. I'm not just talking about PCT. I'm talking about everyone. Shit. Be careful of me too. I love you, but I'm gonna give it to you straight, no chaser. I'm not going to pet your pussy. You know what I mean? So, let me play this.
Maybe she was first at Team Rose, and then she went to, no? Or maybe she started at Tina and then went over to Team Rose. You see, Tina, PCT is extreme. I wonder what that means. PCT is extreme. Or Megan shenanigans. That's what you're up to. You're just up to your old shenanigans, yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't want you to get involved and so emotional. That was not the purpose of my life, but you went off your on your high horses, thinking that you are so brilliant and so beautiful and so perfect that you can get up on your high horses and rip Mary Jane Douglas range away from you. And MJD said to me,
Yeah, PCT thinks that she's better than everyone. She gives that allure that she has some kind of, thank you, son, thank you, high and mighty status. I'm gonna eat 2 apples while I do
in
this.
Messenger, that she communicated with you with a voicemail. You see, Tina, I've been watching you for a very long time. Longer than you've been watching me. And you only know me through Tina. But you were up on Dolly's vision. And then we all watched as Team Rose built you up as a guest on her channel. And it encouraged you to what? To start your own channel. Yeah, and so you did, and you surpassed your dream. You should be grateful for what you have.
Yes.
And what you did now was incorrect.
Grateful that the community rallied behind her. The whole community rallied behind her and supported her and didn't think it was fair how TJ communicated her from, from the Turtles and from Dolly's channel. But now we see why. Now we see, and I hate to say it, every time I say it, I want to fucking choke. But PJ was right. She fucking loves that. I know. Yeah, okay, suck it up, TJ. Okay, get it while you got it, girl. Okay. Oh, PJ was right. Okay, guys, PJ was right. Okay, I said it.
You don't go against the subscribers. You don't go against the mob. Only Team Rose does that. And it works for her. There's a whole lot, 4,800 people that enjoy her berating, destroying, and absolutely going total hysteria.
Only right when it comes.
Believe me, the two of you didn't take the drops this morning, or last night. But it must be in the stars.
I think
there's so much strife.
With me, PJ just hadn't got a chance to get to know me, and it was just judgmental and insecurities and competition, both involved with the same guy, blah, 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 blah. But I think with these reviews and commentary and things that I've been doing on the YouTube streets, I think people are starting to see that I'm a horse of a different color, baby.
In our country right now, police are shooting rubber bullets at the citizens of our country.
Wow.
So something is amiss. Why didn't you just stay in your lane, PCT?
I don't
Gina,
know.
Megan, what do you want to be called? Megs? Do you want to be like Megan Ryan? I've got no beef with you, Tina. And you should have no beef with me. And you should have no beef with MJD. MJD's done nothing. She's just trying to be nice to everyone.
Yeah,
and obviously that doesn't
nothing.
work. Like, nobody can. You can't make everybody happy all of the time. And MJD called me an asshole many, many times. Maybe I am. I'm sure you think I'm an asshole. So I'm going to be jumping across from Team Rose to old shenanigans. First, I want to speak about Warrior Nun and Aurora. Warrior Nun, that's fine. I can see you, and you're fine over there. That's fine. Even though you speak gibberish sometimes, I don't know if you use the system of keyboard. It used to happen to me too. But you see, so I am not jealous of Warrior or Aurora, but especially Warrior Nun because she does come to me. Aurora only comes with red roses on panels.
Sorry, I'm eating an apple. So I don't go to the grocery store hungry. I mean, I had breakfast, but diabetic problems, gotta, maintain blood sugar, blah, blah, blah.
For Warrior Nun, you had a wrench with me, and now next time you come to me, I will take your wrench away. Because you also hit. Oh yes, Team Rose. Where does Ozymandias come from? Yeah? Where does Ozymandias come from? Mel Pandora? That's where she comes from. Okay, she's Australian, of course. But she's an old Mel Pandora acolyte. Why did you realize that? And stop being Australians. You find with Ozymandias. And I'm fine with defending MJD. It was none of your business, Tina. None of your business at all. She's used MJD and called Mary Jane Doe a whore 500 million times. She will say it 100 times in a line. I said it once because it rhymed with the last words.
I did.
I shouldn't have, but I said it. And that's what made you snap into your bipolar mode.
She doesn't understand jokes. She doesn't understand making light of, or you say whore or cunt, and she just loses her shit. She hardwires. She just, I don't know. She fucking shorts out or something. I don't know. Glitches. I don't know.
Oh, and Tourette's syndrome. You know, ladies, if you can only swear and you have no words in your head to replace those swear words, you are ignorant.
Yup.
It's not funny. It's not intellectual. It's not intelligent. It's just sailor talk. That's how sailors speak.
It's like, oh my God, it's like she's talking like she's a drunk. It's like, you know how when people get drunk, they just start cussing and blah, 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 blah. They just start, it's like drunk talk. But, you know, she's sober now, right? Right?
That's how contracts. You want to carry on. And defending what? Defending what? Because your feelings were hurt for somebody else. Because you Rose got revenge taken away from her.
Like how far? Like here?
The real fall. A blood fall. I never had.
Or like way over here?
Was it?
Like all the way.
He didn't stay alive until his son is grown up. He's 20 years old, he's real alive. God is nice to you, Tina. You should appreciate that. If you have any reason for me not liking the way I treated Team Rose, that's fine. It's not my problem, it's your problem.
Exactly.
Team Rose is still going to play the same old, and she's going to you or choose one of these days. It's a good thing you took your life down. Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a down.
No, she didn't take it down.
No, it's not down. It's still down.
Sure is.
Try to keep her from her. No, I'm not going to calm the fuck down. For 3 days, I've been watching Lionel.
You should calm the fuck down.
Days. I don't even really watch him. You know why I've been watching him?
And how silly, like, she's getting all loud and worked up. I know her daughter is in the other room, like, freaking the fuck out, like, Mom's gonna kill over. Like, it's not good to put that worry on your kids like that, you know? It's not healthy.
Nice to Rose. If he could just turn a switch on like that, call her names and laugh about it and get the mob fucking mentality going. God, I'm so angry right now. I'm so fucking pissed.
About what? It's none of your fucking business.
I'm fucking pissed. I'm so mad about this.
I agree, Barbara.
And the whole goddamn thing, my I was mad at Dolly Vision about fucking people freezing their asses off in Minnesota.
Fucking television. That shit must have been like a whirlwind for Tina. She mentioned that every motherfucking live. Damn near.
Bree's goddamn never been anywhere that cold in his life. And
I mean, shit, ain't no shade. I probably do too. But she tried to hide it. That's the difference. She tried to hide it. Or throw stones and be like, such and such ain't got no content. When we got content, we just don't, I don't know, I don't hide it. You know, you trying to hide it. There's a difference.
So worried about fucking ICE going home to their goddamn families. Well, people are being shot.
And that was like 5 months ago. Let it go. Let it go.
Fucking had it with this. This takes a cake. You want to know why, Lord Lionel? Not that you understand.
Just stop with the fucking law already. Yes, that's what you said. That's what you said the day that we met online. It's not about me.
So respect your elders, you dumbass. Secondly, she could have a real issue, a PTSD. Okay?
Yes, you told me.
Salt in the wound, you motherfucker. You're a fucking bastard. And don't claim to me that you fucking care about your cat, when all I do is hear it yelling. Feed the damn thing.
The cat is 100 years old in cat life. It cannot see. It cannot see. It's 20 years old in real life.
Fucking con man.
For what? What am I calling you?
You called her a whore? What the fuck do you think you are?
Oh my God, the apple is trying to kill me. Oh God. Oh, I'm like Snow White or Snow Black. Oh, PJ poisoned the apple. Oh God. Oh, somebody called the Seven Dwarfs. Oh God. I'm okay. Whew. Well, it's about 2:48, and I gotta get ready to go. So, Lionel, thank you for this rebuttal. Sorry, I'm coughing through it. Ooh. Let me see if there's any more I want to say.
Where are you?
I knew the cat was blind. I knew the cat couldn't see. See, I pay attention to shit that matters. I was like, that cat can't see shit. That cat don't even know what's going on.
Where fucking you? I heard you fuck your clients. Then you get the substance to. And I don't care if it's
That's old hearsay.
1 and 55. Maybe you're a whore.
He said hearsay.
And I don't give a flying fuck what kind of... I don't give a fuck. If you do AI from me, Brock, make me look like an old piece of shit with shit coming out of my mouth. I don't give a flying fuck. I will defend
I bet it'd be nice to you.
that has been harassed.
She has.
It's Callum.
She's been arrested now. She's been arrested.
Do not understand AI. It's like she used that as an insult. Like, oh, I don't care if you make rocks or chat GBT or you put me in a thumbnail with shit coming out. I don't give a fuck. Like, she don't understand. Like, she expresses her jealousy in a very weird way. Like, instead of asking, how do you do this? She, like, throws stones at it, you know, and says it's disingenuous or not real or whatever, you know? Or she totally misunderstands altogether. But instead of just, all she had to do was just ask somebody. Shit. She could have asked Mary Jane Doe, how do people do this? And Mary Jane Doe would have sat on the phone and figured it out with her. But, you know, that shit stale. But Mary Jane Doe is very forgiving. I know this for a fact. Because, hey, me and Mary Jane Doe ain't perfect. You know, we didn't have our ups and downs too. Disagreements and whatnot. But she's very forgiving, you know. You know, you could go back to Mary Jane Doe and be like, you know what, I was tripping. Menopause, I don't know, fuck it, I was tripping. And she'd be like, cool, you know, maybe. If you had to burn the bridge.
Maybe something she said
God, it's sticky.
because we have
Baby.
trauma and pain. What
She's had no trauma or pain.
true?
She's had no trauma
You
or pain.
are supposed to be even a friend.
It seems like
Fucking friends are
she's been burning a lot of bridges lately. Yes, it's always painful. It was painful when PCT went against me, you know, when she wouldn't have a real life conversation with me, but I got over it, you know. I got over it. All right, y'all. Definitely burning bridges. Definitely. She stresses herself out over Team Rose's battle. I hate to see. Only right there. I hate to see it. I hate to see her get sick or lose viewers, but yeah, I don't know if she'll lose viewers. You know, she might gain Team Rose's following. Team Rose, I hope Team Rose is aware of what sub poaching is. I definitely know my subscribers are aware because my subscribers are smart and intelligent, and they know a fucking narrative when they see one. So I don't worry about that because my content will speak for itself. Sometimes it's important to scream and Jamie. Yeah, sometimes you gotta let it out, definitely. Well, once again, I think I shared it in the chat. Let me put it in there again. I have to get ready, get dressed before people start pulling up. Uh, I want to finish this out with a thank you to Lord Dandy and thank you to Mary Jane Dove. That's what I'm going to do before I end this live. Let me solo this out. Find me a little old nasty outro. If you don't mind. Um, oh, Jesus. Oh. I'm gonna start singing Negro spirituals and shit. I'm gonna start talking in code on live and shit. What up, y'all? Fire in the hole, smoke 'em if you got 'em. I don't even know where my smoke 'em if you got 'em is at the moment. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I got it. I got it. Hopefully, y'all can hear me and see me good. I ain't want to waste those StreamYard hours on this bullshit. I just want to kick it with y'all. Run a little jokey joke. You feel me? Run a little joke. Run a little hee hee ha ha. Hold on. Y'all don't like vertical. I don't know. Sometimes I'm a fan and sometimes I'm not a fan of the vertical. But here we are. Nonetheless, come on in, grab a friend, twin. Come in. We're gonna have a little. Now I just woke up. Okay, disclaimer. I took a nap. Okay, this is what my fat ass been doing. PCT. While you was yelling at me. Okay, my fat ass was paying rent. I had to go pay rent today. I had to run by the store and get a money order. What else did I do? Oh, I got mad stuff. I forgot to take them out the bag. Hold on. Pause on the cigarette and or blunt. Hold on. Let me see what I got. Cause I forgot. I know I got some good. I know I got some good stuff in there. Hold up. Okay, so I got the crumble cookie of confetti cake. Which one did I get last time? Because I love the crumble cookie deodorant. I like the whole Dove line of the crumble cookies. And I had a crumble cookie. Which one was it?
Oh, strawberry shortcake. So this is confetti cake. They had confetti cake and key lime pie on rollback. Hold on, I'll show you. They had it on rollback. Voila! Let me see. Smell test before we get into the bullshit. Hold on, let me smell it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, wait a minute. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Be up here smelling like a whole cinnamon roll and shit. Cool. What up? How y'all doing? Hey Luna. What up? Zion. He got Old Spice in the front. I mean, y'all want to? I don't know. Y'all like products? Hold up. I don't know. It's like a little product review we're doing here. Hold on 1 second. Then I got cocoa butter. You know, gotta have the cocoa butter. Got to. Damn Dove soap. Everybody know what that look like. And I got the Can-Do leave-in hair condition. Y'all know what I got. Y'all know. Y'all already know. I got the Diddy oil. I got the Diddy Nymphomaniac. I got. How does she know? How did she know I need the baby oil? How did she know? Oh God, she ran me, didn't. Now I got the lavender baby oil and the lavender body wash. I like it a little bit to coordinate. I like the lavender slash, vanilla scent, whatever. Let's cut some. What's been going on? I've been busy working and crap. You tired? Or are you taking a dump? I don't know what that means. Oh, shit. It's been wild, man. Okay, let's recap. Recap for the people who weren't here. Let me sit down, smoke a cigarette, and act like I'm a YouTuber. Hold on. I'm gonna get a long cigarette too, because I just woke up. And because it's like 10 o'clock here. You're pooped. Oh, you're pooped. I was like, you pooped it? I was like, what? I was like, I don't think we need to know that. Oh, you're pooped. Oh. I'm gonna start using that now. That's funny. Well, now PCT, Lord have mercy. Okay, so after I came, let me just back it up for my day. Now I just share my day with y'all. Okay, so I went to Walmart, I got McDonald's, ate that shit, came home, and usually I don't never like go out to eat much, right? Or get outside food. I always cook. And I get so burnt out of cooking, you know? Now, for the record, Team Rose, I didn't use any of that card, your stuff. I didn't use whatever. It was my own shit, you know? But she was like, no fast food, no cigarettes. And I was like, oh, yes, Team Rose, yes. I want to keep my word. I kept my word. Shit, you need to see receipts. I probably got them.
Hi, I want to say something right at that part. In one of her videos, she says, let's compare PayPals. I mean, she was just negative and nasty about it. I bet your PayPal doesn't look like mine. I rarely get a PayPal, and I might get per month, and this is absolutely no lie, one Cash App. Before, I'd say a year and a half ago, or no, I wasn't even, you don't have to be monetized to have Cash Apps and PayPals. I was making a little money, not a lot, but you know, something. Now it's a lot less. I'm not complaining, I'm not grifting, but I'm so incredibly thankful when I get something. But when I heard this, we all know that so that she would divulge the dirt on Pandora and literal private messages, because Rose played these on a live. She's like, here we go. I knew Pandora was behind this the whole time. She must have sent Sierra literally a card. She's saying, Team Rose, I didn't spend it on food. I didn't. And the thing is, I know, because Team Rose told me, and she did a live. People admit that she got paid. So Sierra's getting paid for digging up, to find, for divulging secrets, basically, because I guess she was a fan or something of Mel Pandora. And now she's turning on her to what? Support Rose, I guess. So, Sierra talks about toxic people and you better be careful who you align with. Look in the mirror, Sierra.
I probably got them. If they're not in my purse, they're online somewhere. Everything is tracked online. So what did I do? I came here. I ate. I watched Days of Our Lives. And shit, I was doing something. After I was watching Days of Our Lives, I was like, shoot. I took my wig off. That's what happened. I took my wig off. I smoked half a blunt. And I said, shit, it's getting cool outside. I'm about to lay. It's about night time. So I took me a little, not even a cat nap. I took a big cheetah nap. It's not even a cute little cat nap. No. I took a big.
That's right, Maria G.
Nap. Shit, am I okay? What?
I can't be bought either.
Smoke a cigarette. Hold on. Let me get.
I can't be bought either. Even though in one of Sierra's lives, she literally said, oh, okay. And this was in the past, I'd say 2 weeks. This isn't months ago, years ago. She said, oh, Jimmy sent you a pizza and some sodas. So, we're looking at about $50. And, he gave you $100 in PayPal on your birthday thing when I used to be over on the show for a vacuum. Okay, that's $150. Yeah. That's when she said, he rode you hard and left you wet. That's what she said. It's amazing I remembered it. He rode you hard and left you wet. So, you know what? I'm really glad I thought of that, because she tries to tiptoe way back on her lives saying, oh no, the hit it or get it is just, something Jimmy says. What about the ride her hard and leave her wet? Huh? How about that? I mean, this is such utter bullshit. The narrative she's trying to spin to you guys. I'm showing her true colors.
My brain cells working. Hold on.
Oh, and
nicotine is
and so the $150, she basically was saying, yeah, that's about the price. And then she went on to talk about hookers and literal prostitutes. And she called me a prostitute. Now, I also was looking earlier before I did my live and listened to hers and had to go over and defend myself again on, you know, that I'm not a racist and the words mulatto and black and I have mulatto cousins and all this kind of stuff. Shoot, forgot what I was going to say. Let me think for a minute. I can't remember. What was I saying? See that? That's how quick my short-term memory can just flee. But I can remember everything from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Yeah, I'm glad I remembered that. So she's talking about smoking again.
Let's go back at it. They go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth all the time.
See,
One minute they love each other, the next minute they hate each other.
Okay, we know, and I knew, because I've known Rose longer than you, Sierra, and been up on her panel. And she was up on Dolly Visions with me when I never even heard of you. Nothing. And I know she goes back and forth with Lionel. But you literally are minimizing her pain by talking like this and making it sound like it's a tango and it's a dance. And it's even okay, you practically say. Well, let's listen and find out.
Their own little tango that they do, right? So I was like, shit, I didn't even know they was on the outs because I was just on panel with Lionel and Team Rose like a few days ago. And they were perfectly fine.
Yeah, they were.
They were laughing. Team Rose was laughing, making threesome jokes. It was a good time. I bet Shenanigans didn't watch that live.
Yeah, I did. And I already.
She was probably disgusted.
No, I wasn't. It wasn't that.
Yours truly was up there.
Okay, see that? Yours truly, meaning her, because she was up there and I wasn't. First of all, it's 3 hours earlier here. And I was like, I propped my iPad up in the kitchen and stuff. And I listened on like 2 times the speed, but I was catching the ends. It was on regular speed. I didn't want to be up there. And your talk, you three, it wasn't that intense. I don't remember it even really being sexual. I'm being honest. It was more like Rose said something to Lionel. You barely spoke. I don't, a little bit at the end, but you were mostly quiet. It was those two going back and forth. So I don't see where you're coming from this angle.
Anywho, so, I don't know what night it was, but just like tonight, I woke up.
That's fine, Susan.
One of my subscribers, Wink.
You want to be friends with a bully like Sierra? Go for it. Stay for it.
Hit the fan. And I said, what shit? Whose fan? I was like, where's the shit? Whose fan? Do I need to get a mop? Like, I was ready to clean. Because I don't even know what I was watching Mean Girl Murders. Because I started watching it to watch the Sherilla the Killer, about that stuff. And then I just went from that episode on because now I'm addicted. Now I love the show. Now I gotta watch all of it, right? That's how true crime works for me. Once I get hooked onto a show, I'm like, oh, I gotta watch all of these. After that, when I got the word, that shit had hit the fan. And I said, damn, is it that bad? And they was like, yes, it's that bad. And I was like, okay. And they was like, oh my gosh, she PCT took Mary Jane Doe's ranch.
Okay, I want to say something about that. I had just given Rose one. I think it was that morning, maybe the day before, because she came in which is rare because she's always getting trolled and people fight with her. And it doesn't matter what I say. And they know I don't like to block, and I definitely don't time out. And so she came in and she literally said, hi. She came in as Radical Rose. I was doing a live. And she said, well, I'm going to go now. I'm going to take a nap. I'm tired. And before she did that, hi, Ms. 0426. Before she did that, she said, I wish I had a wrench. I'd feel more protected, something like that. And I saw this and I said, you know what? I'll give you one next time when I watch back my live, because I watch back all of them, and it's a darn good thing, because even I know this one the sound is scratchy. So I don't know what's going on now. But yeah. So I watched back my live and I gave her a wrench. And then I literally think it was that night. Or no, it wasn't, because I only do one live a day. The next day was when I saw just, even after yelling at Lionel and hearing Sierra, white knight for Lionel, and, she talks like she wants Rose to stick up for her. First of all, you fight your own battles. Secondly, and that's what I've been telling Sierra repeatedly, fight your own battles. Don't run and go get Amber Rose. Don't run and go get White Boy. Don't run and go get Diamonds. Don't run and go get, Lionel. She always has to have this backup. And Keith Utze even agreed with me in my yesterday's live. So, God, my thinking is it's only 12:40 in the morning here. Okay. Oh, Mary Jane Doe's wrench. So again, like even Rose said in her live today, Mary Jane Doe is not vindictive. She is not a bad person at all. I don't think she's a bully. But what I've seen, and I told her this in Messenger, and after that response, she literally said, it's fine, it's okay or something, I'm just confused about the whole Rose thing. She didn't even seem that bothered about me taking the wrench. And she said, I wish you well. I truly do. And I read this, and then she gave me a thumbs up. So I even kind of thought maybe she'd say hi to me in Messenger or even hop in my program now and then. But when she jumped into my live after seeing her agree with Lionel and always be sitting over there and always being there, and granted she's a mod, and partaking in it, in some way, right? Some way. Oh, Team Rose said she used to call her delusional all the time. Saying she needs mental therapy or help. Okay, that's fine and dandy, but she was always she was part of it. She was part of the bullying group, even though she wasn't bullying. And I want her to understand that if she ever hears this. And I just told her I can't watch this anymore. And I saw it for the first time. So when Sierra said in this live, or the other one, the first part I did, oh, PCT is watching, stalking Mary Jane Doe. No, I'm not. I don't even know where she watches. I mean, all we talk about it mostly, really ever, is her sending me a screenshot here or there. Or once she told me my live was still on, like 2 years ago, and So she's always been really good to me. And I like her. I liked her and all of that. But you know, these women, Lizzo, Wheels, Tashi, they're vile and cruel. And it's them and then Lionel against Rose. Rose just has herself. She doesn't have a team of people that go over to Lionel's or even Tashi's or Lizzo's or anything and insult them and send weird avatars, and they don't know what's up or what's down anymore. And it's scary. It can practically make someone paranoid and frightened, looking over their shoulder all the time. So, you know, I don't get it. So anyway, I took Mary Jane Doe's wrench. Boom! As soon as she jumped in, I wasn't planning on it. I'll go 3 days without being in Messenger. So that's why there was never a discussion, because I reacted to what I saw in Lionel's against Rose. I reacted. What is such a big damn deal to not let anyone have a wrench in your chat? Even when they do, I tell them, don't block, don't time out. And now the only person that does is Team Rose. And people have to feel a certain way. She didn't even want a wrench like 6 months ago because she didn't feel she could even come in my chat. So that's what happened. Nothing's planned. I have nothing against Mary Jane Doe. You know, and what I've told Rose in the past, when Sierra tried to say we were conspiring behind the scenes and planning, Rose and I together, she said this on a live, which, by the way, I searched for. I searched for it. I think she privated it or took it down because it was 2 days ago, but now it's 3 days ago, East Coast. And she had one a day before that, but she had done one before that. And she got rid of it because she didn't want Rose to hear it. Because Rose jumped in my chat and said, out of the blue, around that time, is Sierra defending Lionel? And I didn't even answer it because I was in the middle of talking and everything. And apparently she wrote it in my messenger. And she was kind of upset because she wrote in Messenger to me, I'm listening to your live. I hear what she's saying. I'm going to go. I'm kind of upset. Something to that effect. Like, I'm not even kidding. I still have it in Messenger. I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to play it. It's, I don't even think it's a voice message. I think it was typed. So, you know, no wonder she probably doesn't want to back up or get a dog in Sierra's fight because Rose is alone. And she said in my live yesterday when I showed her dance videos and stuff, she said it's really nice to have someone stick up for me and be there for me and back me up. Okay? I mean, it's so ridiculous. This wrench shit is so ridiculous.
And I said, no, she didn't. I said, no way. And they were like, wait. And I was like, oh.
Yes, you are, Maria.
I said, well, first, let me go check on Mary Jane Doe. So I went to go check on Mary Jane Doe. I didn't have to go far.
That's so stupid. Do you hear that? No, she didn't. Oh my God, it's the end of the world. I better go check on Mary Jane Doe. Just because I take someone's wrench? God, people act like I stole their car or something. It's absolutely ridiculous. And this is the thing. I'm not ever giving wrenches to anybody back. I mean, Team Rose has one to protect herself, but you know why? People are acting crazy with avatars, pretending they're someone else. There's like 10 or 20 Martin Rose out there. There's God knows how many Peggies. There used to be quite a few dot underscores coming in under different names. I'm not saying Dot was doing it. People were acting like Dot. You know, it's insanity. So someone could come in and say, "Oh, please give me the wrench back." You know, and I'm kind of a softie. And in fact, I almost did it earlier on my last live. I just can't. Because Rose, just a few days ago, went into her blocked people and someone had blocked 200 people. And she was reading the names off and this and that. And she didn't know until this person came in as Martin Rowe. Maybe it was the real Martin Rowe. She thought it was. I don't know. Yeah. And said, I blocked people. And she's like, what? How much? And he's like, 200. And lo and behold, these people were blocked. And yeah, I'm not going to go through that. So, you know, having a wrench does not make you the cat's meow.
Okay. So I was checking on Mary Jane Doe. Then I was like, oh my God. You know, let me go look. What the fuck? Let me go. What the fuck is going on? Like, I had to go to Lionel's first because everyone was like, "Oh, it started at Lionel's."
So juvenile.
But then PCT made a live too. And I said, "What the fuck? How did PCT get in this shit?" I said, "Usually it's just Lionel and T Rose." So I went over there and I looked at Lionel and I was like, "Okay, usual Lionel Rose." Usual stuff, okay. I was following it, and then I was like, okay, let me go to. I gotta find, Megan's shenanigans because I had
unsubscribed. She loves saying that too.
So I played her live, and then at some point in her live, I was like, what the fuck is she talking about? So I had to go back to Lionel's original live. And I was doing this. I was going back and forth, trying to figure out what the fuck happened.
Or you could have stayed in your lane and done nothing.
PCT's live, and
right,
the
Sierra?
whole time I was listening to it, I was just like,
right, Lionel?
God. God. Uh-oh. You know,
Lionel tells me to stay in my lane.
I just noticed she just made a video to you 15 minutes ago. Yeah. I was in there. Like, she got me blocked or whatever. Or maybe
no, I don't.
Blocked her at one point. I don't
know.
Yeah,
see? Let's discuss that. Yeah, you do keep track. You blocked me first. You told me you did. Way back in Messenger. Okay, if I don't want to talk to someone for a while, or I'm trying to figure things out, like with you, clear back at the end of March, and I needed some space and to feel like I could really trust you anymore and whatnot, because that was the plan. I even left you voice messages stating how I felt. And then I didn't, I didn't go into Messenger for 3 weeks and comment to you at all. And that's when you were like bothered and whatnot. But yeah, it's you do keep track, and you blocked me, but apparently you tried to come in my chat and you were blocked. Someone else blocked you, Sierra. I didn't. I don't even block people. Although for the first time in over a year, maybe over 2 years, I blocked A. Martin Rowe last night because he was fighting back and forth with Rose while I was playing her dancing videos from 12 years ago. And we were enjoying talking about him, and she was telling me who her dancing partner was, and that he's a gay man from Portugal that moved to Maine to be with his boyfriend, and he's an incredible dancer, teaches her how to spin and do the now I can't remember, swing steps and things like that. And I let them go back and forth, right, Sierra? Because they liked, or she needs to do that sometimes with her trolls. But then it was just getting way too vicious. And I literally pulled the iPad over because I was showing from one iPad to the other. And I just, boom, blocked him. And then someone else came in, and it was Cat in the Hat. Well, she was already in there, and I had pre-warned her not to bring up kids. And she did. She did again, but not right away, right? Good half hour, maybe 45 minutes later, and I grabbed the iPad because Rose wanted to block her. And I said, I didn't even say time out. I said, you got one more chance, Cat in the Hat. And then she blew it, and I blocked her. I think it's a woman. And so that's 2 people I blocked. And then immediately, once she went out, a Sally came in and was harassing Rose. And I mean everything from, you're ugly and you're this and you're that. And I said, Rose, because she has wrench, right? Feel free to block her. And she did. So 3 people got blocked. I don't know if it's the real Martin Rowe. That's not the point. But yeah, I did block last night. Normally I don't. So yeah, I put you, Sierra, and in fact, since the end of March, when all of this started, when you had to question my little message of, why don't you let go and let God? Because that's what you said. This is what I typed in a comment to her. That's what you had said in your live. And I said, that's what I try to do every day. Hugs from Washington or whatever. I said, love you, whatever. She hearts it. And then the next damn day, she's questioning it. Well, what do you mean by this? And I was floored. Like she thought I had an ulterior motive for let go and let God. It's insanity to me. So guess what? Even right now, Sierra, you're only archived. I've never blocked you. Supposedly you unblocked me, 2 weeks ago? And you've tried to get Luna and me on the phone and you and someone else, I think Mary Jane Doe, all to have some little powwow and talk this out. No. Okay. You didn't just burn me once. You've burned me, honestly, I want to say 52 times, but it's more than that with all your nasty lives since the end of March. And I don't need friends like that. And I'm hoping that you'll learn from this someday. It's whatever. But no, right now, as I'm doing this and speaking, you're not even blocked. But when the thing shows up in my chat, I hit archive again. I don't open up and talk to you. Because, again, I have enough going on in my life. I don't have times at all for a nap. Like, are you kidding me? I don't have time. I can't just call my mom like you can and have her pick me up and take me to the store. And now I don't have a ride because my neighbor is working all the time that I paid $10 to go up the hill. So I walk and I pull a wagon with my son and my daughter, and that's how we do it.
Ooh, shit, fucking, I don't know. She over there, I'm over here. So I was just now to catch Luna up to right now. I went in there because I saw she had went live, and I clicked the link that somebody sent me, and I was like, cool. But then I was like, oh, she's live now. Is this like a part 2 to what she said to Lionel? I still haven't seen that. So I was like, okay.
No, I don't even take notes on anything anymore except today. Today I did when I was listening on 2 times the speed to Sierra's live from where I'm at, Washington State. It was 17 hours earlier. And, you know, it's important to always be one step ahead. And I have been, to the point where Chroma Reels doesn't even want to make little AIs of me anymore. That's what she said in Sierra's. And Sierra was, I could hear the disappointment in her voice and the shock. And lo and behold, Sierra doesn't want to fight anymore. Gee, that's a switch. Okay, end of March, April's a month, May, and now almost June. 3 months. It took her 3 months. But let's not forget, okay, her AI videos from 2 days ago. Okay, she's pacifying her guilt by saying when she talks to AI, she didn't ask for an old lady in this glittery, slutty looking skirt in the middle of the day with a top with really low cleavage with her stomach hanging out, all wrinkled, okay? Fine. But did she have to put it out there? She just had to post it, didn't she? She just had to make it into a short or whatever. You couldn't pay me money to make videos of frankly anyone because it's none of them are ever really in a good light. And no one even really expresses the truth. You know, she wants to make it look like she's good with PJ. No. PJ and Dolly Vision literally verbally or it was posted on PJ something. PJ said it that you know they were going to go to the courts if they have to. Enough is enough. Well, then Sierra had to do all these lives on her rights and what is really stalking and what is really harassing and RC blah 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 and I have family that I think she said knows a judge or something and this and that. Instead of just laying off PJ for 2 years, wasn't willing to do that. She was getting clicks and views and subs for bashing PJ constantly. Now, did I say nice things about PJ before? When I was upset, you know, Jimmy and stuff before? No, I didn't. I mean, yes. Did I say nasty things? Yes, I did. But when I saw her crying about what a crown meant to her, like literally, that pulled at my heartstrings. And I didn't really know the symbolism either of a crown. I guess when you bow down and you have the crown on, it means, what does it mean? Crap, I can't remember. But it's basically, it's not a, I thought PJ was like, oh, I'm better than everybody. And she says she wears her crown at work and whatever, right? Or no, her tiara, not her crown, her tiara. And I thought, good grief, couldn't pay me money to do that. Talk about an ego. But when she was, you know, crying and so upset, I apologized. I did a live. It wasn't addressed to her. I felt very compelled and sincerely apologized at the end of my live. I mean, And then another live, I was just like, I'm really sorry. I'm not, I'm not going to do this anymore type thing. And I haven't. 2 years of going after someone? Like, it's insanity. When I blocked all my messages, deleted, I purposely left the last 2 months worth on there so Sierra could kind of tell that I had deleted messages. And lo and behold, like I knew she would do, she was on a live and she said, oh, wow. She deleted her messages because right before that, she said, you know what? I'm going to go back and I'm going to find the messages where you said this about PJ and blah, blah, blah. And I knew it. I knew it before she even did it, you guys. So I'm trusting my gut on this one. She wants me to have an adult conversation and talk things out. I don't want to. I'm too old and I have too many physical conditions now to take a chance of a friendship like this. If I was in my 40s like her, shit, I would have been up on her panel 3 months ago. Really. Possibly, so she could get her clicks and views and we could scream it out and cry it out and talk it out. It would all be real. No.
Let me go to the live that she's on right now. Let me just start here. Soon as I get in the room, it's like me. As soon as I walk my fat ass, I don't know why people say Sierra, big fat mouth. Like she kept calling me fat and shit. It was fucking crazy.
Okay, I had to do a live on that. If you guys even look at my channel, I said at Sierra Queen Penn Clark. I never called you fat. I said you had a fat mouth, meaning big mouth. But I said fat because she's just spewing this first of all, lies / her narratives that she wants to believe and have other people believe. So she goes on and on through this different times. I'm fat, right, PCT? I'm fat. And then, of course, people in the chat are like, you're not fat. I never said she was fat. I said her fat mouth. But listen to this.
As soon as I walk my fat ass.
Unbelievable.
Here she goes. And Sierra Clark. Like, people don't know that's my last name. Like, damn, girl, you act like you told the secret right there. You act.
No, I said Sierra Clark because I was so irritated with her / pissed. I didn't want to say Queen Pin because she's so proud of that Queen Pin. Okay, her last name, she's Sierra Clark, I believe. So that's why I said it. God.
Ooh, docs. Yes, Sierra Clark.
What do you mean, docs?
Thank you. Fat ass.
What the?
Fat mouth. Sure. Is my mouth fat? Yeah, my lips are.
See that? And now she's trying to talk about the shape of her lips. And now in a second, she says, I'm all jealous of her lips. And then she brought up fat ass again, didn't she? Fat ass? Fat lips? She said fat ass twice now. And actually, she said it before I explained this 3 times in the last, 30 seconds?
Kind of big. I got some soup pools. I got some Jay-Z lips. Okay. And, fat. Yeah. Actually, I was bigger than this when Dolly was.
They're fat again, number 4.
So maybe he's a feeder. I don't know.
Feeder. Jesus.
My cigarette went out. Hold on. So she was talking about my fat ass.
5.
And she said I was fake. Oh, and she said I was a pussy. I was like, damn. I mean, I got one, but I ain't a pussy. I mean, what part of any of this makes me a pussy? like she was more mad towards the end. She was more mad at me. She was like, "You had to stick your fat ass in it. It had nothing to do with you."
See? And because I have short-term memory loss, I was like, shit, did I really say that? Is that why she's so hurt and bothered? And I listened back to my damn live on 2x speed with the words, with captions to make damn sure I didn't miss anything. No, I said fat mouth one time.
And blah blah blah. I'm like, well, baby girl, baby girl, you're on YouTube, so I can commentate on anything that's on YouTube. Like I can go.
And you do.
What up, Pink? I see you in here, girl. I can go to Pink Lioness's channel right now and hit a review.
It's not a review when you're dogging people.
You know, I can go to anybody's channel and review. I can go to someone's channel I don't even know and review. You know?
Yeah, make jokes, drag a little or a lot.
What did rapper say? Come here. Mary Jane, shame on you. What you said about me by. Oh my God, what rapper? Oh, rapper, don't let it get to you. I'm gonna check on you. I'm gonna check on you. We're gonna have a little Queen Pen powwow. I'll make sure you good, rapper. It's not him. Oh, okay, cool. I was worried. I was like, oh my God, rapper. Rapper, don't be upset. What happened?
And I met Rapper on Team Rose's panel once.
Disclaimer, I didn't get the script. Okay, I don't
Okay,
know.
how many times do we have to hear that?
Lionel, Rose, and PCT, what kind of narrative they're running? Nobody let me know what.
Yeah, no shit.
Like offense or defense.
Because you're untrustful.
I didn't get the script. I'm winging it here. Okay.
Yeah.
Totally improv. That was a theater joke.
Yeah, because you always have to spill the tea, don't you?
A theater joke.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's typical shit. She's mad. She's yelling, I'm fat. Oh, and then she called me a nymphomaniac.
There we go. Okay, now we're up to 7. 7 times she has literally said on a live where she knows that my mods are her mods, because at this point, Mary Jane Doe is still my mod and is her mod. Okay? Not counting trying to take my friends from me. No, I don't say anyone's jealous of me. That's just dumb. I said, because she said in one of her lives that you haven't heard, is she jealous? Is she jealous? Okay. And I told her that Maria G had commented, or she saw it. She said way back in March. Okay, I don't know when you came into all this, but you need to watch back my lives and hear the messages. Saying that Maria G said, she sounds jealous to me. I know. And I said, well, I don't know. So, who said the jealous card first? Sierra. And then she says it again 3 months later, right? That I'm not up on panel with her and Lionel and Rose. Okay? Just stop coming at me all the damn time. This isn't me. The lives I've done is defending. All right? Calling her a slut and a nymphomaniac, I was beyond pissed. Let me tell you what. 3 months of this bullshit? Yeah, I can throw some names out there. She's been doing it for 3 months to me. Ridiculous.
Like, I mean, yeah. Long as I mean, sure. Well, I mean, whatever. It's crazy. She calls me a nymphomaniac, but she called me a slut too. She did call me a slut.
Yeah.
She's like, you slut. And I was like, damn. I'm just waiting for her to call me a nigga. I just want her to get it over with. Just
See?
saying, PCT. You know you wanna.
See? See? No, I didn't give the finger. I have a hurt finger. Maria G., can you fill her in? Didn't you see my thing? It sticks out all the time. Now, there was one time, though, I gave the middle finger, and I think I was dancing to Nefex. And that was freaking like 3 months ago. And that was obvious. It wasn't to anybody. Go watch it again. I don't even know where it is. I didn't give the finger to anyone. I was just acting out the damn dance song. So have you what? Yeah, fuck. Hurt like hell. It was scary. Like I said, I've never even cut my finger. I almost lost my finger. You know, Dr. Bader wanted to do exploratory surgery in my damn finger. Are you kidding? I said no. I said I can't. And then I was supposed to see him one last time. I didn't go. And then I Googled, and I might have feeling back in my finger up to 2 years. Like I'm bending it right now, and I'm actually able to bend it just a little farther in that knuckle crease mark. But not all the way down. And I showed that on my past live. My finger was really damn bad. I mean, you guys didn't see it before the stitches. And then when I had the stitches out, and I'm not making this up, were like, you know, behind the partitions. And there's a whole bunch of us in this back room. And she was getting ready to pull them out. And they were embedded now because they're supposed to come out at like 10 days and it's 14 damn days. They were embedded in the skin. But I thought it would feel like some kind of thick string being pulled through, and I wouldn't enjoy it, of course, but it wouldn't be that bad. No, she took this pointy thing, like when you pull staples out of paper, looked like that. And every time she went for a stitch, or I mean a whatever, because they weren't staples, it was stitched, she jabbed me. Now, she seemed really nice, but she just kept going. Boom, 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 10 times in a row. And I said to her, because I knew it was probably going to hurt, and I had to lay my hand there on that table. And even though they put that numbing gel around it, oh my God, it didn't make any damn difference. Because your head and your fingertips, a doctor told me in the ER, when I had to get antibiotics for a fifth time, I was on antibiotics for a month and a half, 5 weeks. I said, can that family with that little girl, does she have to be in here? I said, because I'm going to be screaming. And I kind of said it under my breath to the nurse. And she said, no, she'll be okay. I'm telling you what, I saw like the previews to the Saw movie, and you couldn't pay me money to see that crap. I was screaming like that. Screaming. And I wasn't crying. I was just screaming. And I remember noticing, because I was kind of listening, like if the girl might start crying or something, it was silent. Everybody stopped talking. You could have heard a pin drop. They usually have to be removed. Yeah. But I was so relieved. In fact, I think one is still left in my finger because there's like this little jagged slight point on the side. You guys don't even know. Just knowing that was over with, I feel like I could give birth again in my 60s. I mean, I'm never going to get pregnant, right? You know, I'm past menopause and all this kind of stuff. And so, it was awful. It was the worst pain I've ever experienced in my life. So yeah, now she's bringing up the NIGGER. Oh, I hope she talks about it. And then in about an hour into her video, she brings it up again, you guys. Oh, I know she's just wants to come in here and she wants to say it. She wants to say it. This is why when I say she pulls the race card, you guys, she freaking does. I'm not making this up. She pulls the race card.
Just go on, say it. No one's gonna notice. Just say it. Say it. You know you wanna do it. Say it so I can go over what the N-word means. Say it so I can do a PowerPoint presentation like it's fucking February and it's Black History Month. Do it. I bet she's over in her apartment right now, just nigga.
God. Oh, there we go. We were up to number 7, 8. 8, she brings fat ass up. Didn't even say it one time. You know what Ernie Shell says, Sierra? Check it twice, cut it once.
Oh, that's what you just saw the title. Wow, she went all the way across the country to fuck Dolly, so yeah, there's that. I didn't have to go nowhere, shit. Dolly came to my fat ass.
Number 9.
Shit. I think, Dolly like 4-1. He came to me 4 times, and I went to him once, or 3 for 1, or
Listen to this.
3 for 1. Yeah, he came to me 3 times, and I went to him once. So, you know, evened out.
She told me he came to her place 3 times. She told me what months. The first time they did it, the second time they did it, the third they just got stoned, and the fourth time she drove there and did it, knowing fully well PJ was hook, line, and sinker with Dolly last summer. When I was with him, it was in March, and they started going out in December. So we're looking at January, February, and then it's March. We're looking at, it was the end of March. 3 months later, to the point where Jimmy said, when I confronted him and called him on Messenger, I even called. I said, there's talk going around that she's your girlfriend. Is she? And he wouldn't say anything. And I said, you know, I'm a big girl. I can handle this. Just tell me. And he said, we're on and off. That's what he said. Okay. Sierra knows damn well. And that was 2.5 years ago. She was just with Dolly Vision last summer in June. And she knows it. But she can sit on her program and go, you know, I love you, Peach. Right? Right? You know, I love you. No shade. No shade. Good God.
But yeah, I didn't have to rearrange my schedule or nothing to get no Dolly dick. I didn't have to.
See?
Damn sure ain't spend no $700 on the shit. So fuck.
Okay, this is the important part. I'm not going to play her whole live, but I sure as heck am going to play this. Her last live, how she is, just because I got choked up, she's like, oh, she thinks that I was taken away from her experience with Dolly Vision. No, I wasn't doing that. Shit, when they were on panel, they had chemistry, da-da-da-da-da. Listen to this. This was Sierra Queen Clark is live 4 days ago. She said this about me.
Fuck that. Damn. One or what? Yeah, 3 for 1. Yeah, he came to me 3 times and I went to him once. So, evened out. But yeah, I didn't have to rearrange my schedule or nothing to get no dolly dick. I didn't have to. I damn sure ain't spend no $700 on the shit. So fuck. Fuck that. Damn, Jimmy. Every time I think about how PCT is acting, all I can say is, damn, Jimmy, you done got us fucked up in the game. God, Jimmy, come on, dog. She begging for it. She begging. She need it bad. She need it desperately. Help us out, Jimmy. Look, let's all pray to Dolly Vision. I do something. All right, everybody bow your head.
This pissed me off.
Let's go to the throne of the turtle.
Listen to this.
Okay, y'all bow your heads. Okay, bow your heads. Okay, we come to you. Yup. Okay. She said no.
What the hell?
To you, humble.
God, did you guys hear that? There was a woman screaming. One yelp? That's not normal. Just dropped the candle. It's not even it's just a holder. God. Dear God, I hope that person's okay. Pray this in Jesus' name. Because like I've said before, way back about 13 years ago, my friend that I met at AA, she was on and off her drugs. Both of her kids got trafficked. And one here in the parking lot. I didn't hear anything. It was about 9 o'clock. She pulled in because she used to live here in these apartments. And she said someone jumped on the hood of her car. And she stopped, of course. And then she didn't have her doors locked. They opened the door, pulled her daughter, who was then, I think, 15, maybe 14, out of the car, ran with her into bushes. Okay, this isn't made up. And then my friend, Danielle, called the police, of course. And then they came and they found him in the bushes. And he had told Danielle's daughter, whose name is Danielle, was named after the mother, you better say you're Jessica. And she did. She said, that's not my mother. I'm Jessica. Can you frickin' believe it? Yeah. And to make matters worse, and nobody out there better say I'm pulling a race card or being mean. It was a young black guy. It was. And then sometime after that, I'd be over visiting. And at this point, we didn't really know what was happening. And there was different lingerie and stuff in her daughter's room. And one of the pairs of underwear was chock full of, I'm going to say it, cum. And I said, oh my God, Danielle. I said, you need to put that in a bag. You need to put it in a bag. So she did. Then she was too afraid to keep it at her apartment. And I mean, I was best friends with her. I haven't talked to her now in 5 years because she went back to doing her drugs, and maybe she's okay now. She'd have a year and then 3 years and this and that. And And so I kept it here for her. And she called the police, and all they said was, if she doesn't talk, there's nothing we can do. And another time, because they lived up where all the drugs are, it's called Maple Falls. Sounds all pretty, right? No, it's drug ridden. The mother left to go to work or go into town 45 minutes away or whatever. Her daughter was there, her other daughter, and I won't say her name, but anyway, she was 2 years older, and she could hear a man say, panties on or panties off. And you want to know how she knew? She put her phone on record under the couch cushion, you guys. Panties on or panties off. What in the hell? When I heard that, I heard it. I started crying. I said, oh my God. You know, it was horrible. Oh, screw you, Shapiro. You don't care about sex trafficking. Oh, and people are saying I'm like, somebody said, I think it was Cat in the Hat or somebody, that, oh, she protects her kids too much. Yeah. Okay. Because my very best friend, right under her damn nose, both of her girls were trafficked for years. They did not, they treated their mother civilly, but they didn't talk to her for 4 years. So then, or no, longer than that, because when they were 17, I said, you need to get them into counseling. And if they sit there with their cap on and their hood up over their cap, because that's what they were wearing, you know, covering up their bodies and stuff, eventually they'll break or they'll talk. You know, get them in, because when they're 18, you can't make them go to counseling. Did she do it? No. And then, you know, I mean, she was going to AA and stuff. She came home from AA one evening at like 7:30. I mean, it was still light out. And this is on Texas Street, which is, I don't know, it's not that far from here. And she called me, and I went over there and I saw it with my own eyes. The girl's bedroom door was completely broken off the hinges. And the bathroom door had holes in them and was broken off the hinges. So she couldn't even protect her daughters. Now, today, because remember I said this is like 12 years ago or maybe 13 or whatever, they're young 20s. And one of them had a baby, and literally a pastor was taking her to Seattle for treatment so she could keep her baby. She made it all the way to Seattle, and when she got there, she said, I don't want to go. I can't do this. She gave birth, and they took her baby. You know, and then the grandmother, her mother, my friend, but she was just sort of sketchy when she talked. I can't explain it. I'd see her at AA, but I knew something was wrong. I even sponsored her for a while when she had 3 years. And, you know, I said, how are so-and-so and whatever? And she just looked at me like I shouldn't even care how her kids are. And I just, you know, I sometimes you just have to stop communication with people that don't want to help themselves, you know. And I heard that she's working and living in her car. Now, I heard that like a year and a half ago. So, you know, thinking about it, I've done this kind of thing before in real life because I had to. I came home from the store and there was a card on my door and it was from her. And she said, you know, I'm making amends and thank you for being my sponsor. And I'm over at such and such, a different rehab place in town and this and that. Here's my number. I never called it. Never. She didn't have my new number. So this is the thing, you know, and I've said this story before, but the older daughter went to Whatcom Lake over here to the beach. It's beautiful. There's some sand and it used to have lifeguards. It's not like a beach like Florida, but you know, there's a park nearby. And the older daughter was there with her sister and they were alone, right? No adult supervision. And some girls came out and were fighting with them at the beach. And this guy comes out of nowhere and rescues the older one. She thinks, oh my gosh, he's wonderful, right? They become boyfriend, girlfriend. And guess what? Yeah, I got to be careful of what I even say here. But Danielle and I distinctly know it was a setup, the mother and I. So we went over in the car one afternoon and we saw all these fancy, and I mean fancy, trucks and everything. It was 1 PM. And the shades were down. And it was a good-sized house. And we both went up to the door and knocked and knocked and knocked and knocked and even said, we're going to call the police. I even stupidly kicked the door. I mean, if they had weapons, I could have been shot through the door. But I don't know. I wasn't into all this true crime or anything. And I thought if I keep kicking the door, they'll get mad. Someone will come to the door. Nobody ever did. The neighbors were looking at us. And I said, you've got to call the police. And she's like, Megan, unless my girls talk, they won't do anything. There's nothing they can do. It's horrible. And she also saw marks on her ankles. So she was, you know, tied up there. Also, this boy made her write on 100 of those postcards how much she loves him. The mother found those. And then she lost all this weight because he would make her walk in the sun home from this place. It's completely sick. I always thought, you guys, God, I'm ready to cry. I always thought this kind of thing was in Thailand, which is bad enough with little kids. And then I saw programs about, you know, I don't know, 10 years ago or something. No, they're everywhere and anywhere. Little North Dakota documentary I saw. It's rampant. And this is why. Another thing Team Rose and I have in common. We know. I mean, we don't know, but we 1000% believe Summerwell was sold because of the way the dad talked, the father. And he tried to blame it all on the mother. So, you know, that's how we got into that whole Ernie Shell thing too, her and I, because we had the same beliefs as him. Anyway, that's a tangent. So when I heard that scream, 15 minutes ago, it bothered me. I mean, I had to get up. I'm laying on my stomach on the floor, playing this stuff. And I hear this, and then nothing, right? Like someone muffled their mouth or something. No, we have so much in common, though, Shapiro, of our past. We both went to college on the East Coast. Me, Johnson State College in Johnson, Vermont, and her, I believe, in Boston. And both of us. This shocked me. One semester. I was getting sexually harassed and just weird things by a couple guys. So I left. And I don't know why Rose left. She had a boyfriend of 16 years younger. Shaylin's father was 16 years younger. He was 25 when I met him. I was 41. That's another thing. I used to work in Waltham, Massachusetts at Friendly's restaurant. And when I told her that, she said, "Oh my gosh, I've been there. I've been to Waltham. I know where that restaurant is. My cousin lives there." And I said, "What?" And I played viola for 4 years when I was younger, from the age of 11, 12, 13, 11 to 14. I was in the Vermont Youth Orchestra, 4th chair. And I believe Rose said she played violin, or could it have even been viola? I don't know, but she played a stringed instrument. It's just so bizarre, you guys. Oh no, she doesn't care. She and I talked about it up on our panel before. I've known Team Rose for 3.5, almost 4 years. We go way back. Yeah, she listens to my lives. And we discussed this the other day because I made a list. There was 31 things on it. And I looked high and low for that list, in with my turtle stuff and everything from Dolly Vision days. I can't find it anywhere. So I sat down and I was just thinking about things, and I'm only up to like 26, I think. So no, this is what she and I do. She just brought up my name, Megan. She calls me Megan now. That's my real name. Just today on her live. She's like, "Yeah, Megan's really going to bat for me." Or, yeah, she said, she's used to calling me Tina for so long. I think she also said, "Yeah, and Tina's really getting it now with the trolls." And we always talk. She shared all of this, and she's like me. She doesn't delete lives and all that. I've never deleted a live. Never. Never, never, never. All right, let's go on.
Outcast of Turtle Island, and we pray that this season of turmoil,
I know, Maria,
boiler craziness comes to an end.
See?
Because we are tired.
Did you hear that? Bunny boiler craziness. Okay, I'm going to go back.
She's begging for it. She's begging. She needed it bad. She needed it desperately.
No, Susan. The other reason I'm talking about it is Sierra said, and Rose is aware and wasn't pleased with it, that Sierra said, "Oh, PCT thinks she's so close to Rose just because they're both the same age, and they're both women." And she goes, and they're both, she might have said they're both Norwegian, but she might not have. Just the same age thing or something. And she's like, "That doesn't mean anything." It's just like, good God.
Help us out, Jimmy. Let's all pray to Dolly Vision. I do some. All right, let's all. Everybody bow your head. Let's go to the throne of the turtle. Okay, y'all bow your heads. Okay, bow your heads. Okay, we come to you. Yup. Okay. She said nope. We come to you, humble outcast of Turtle Island, and we pray that this season of turmoil and Bunny Boiler.
Oh, I know that. Rose and I even discussed that. Leanie and I discussed that. I don't go into Leanie's chat. She doesn't come into mine. There's way too much decisiveness, you know, and but she wants to do videos like she has in the last 4 days saying that I did Mary Jane Doe dirty by taking a wrench and this and that. And then a troll came in the other night. I don't think it was really Martin. I think it was a troll, someone acting like him, and said, Sierra told me that you're saying mean things about me, meaning Martin. And Martin and I have been, I mean, he actually used to come into like nearly every live of mine for months. And he pops in and says that. And I literally said, because Sierra doesn't even know him that well. And I said, I don't even think you're the real Martin. And I said, but if you are, no, I haven't. No, I haven't. In fact, what I've said about Martin is he's never done anything to me but be kind. But it got so ugly, I literally had to block a Martin Rowe, which I don't really think it was him even last night. But yeah, you know, Rose needs a little help. Oh, I don't know what she feels. You don't know Mary Jane Doe like I do, okay? And I already said what happened. She's in with all those bullies. She's in the same club, but she does not bully. She just sort of agrees with what they say. And when I saw it with my own eyes and Lionel and all the pain that Rose has been going through and the way Lionel lured her back by love bombing her, that's what Rose said, love bombing her. Oh, I love your tits. Oh, I want to lick your so-and-so. Oh, you have a beautiful body. And then he puts up videos of them dancing and all this sort of stuff for 3 days. And then just dismisses her and boots her, even though she's a mod, and blocks her even, right from his channel. Like she's a little girl that's not welcome on the playground anymore. It just made me fucking sick, you guys. And I lost it. I lost it.
Craziness comes to an end because we are tired. And some of us may be fat, okay?
Okay, there's number 10 with the word fat that I never said. Who am I jealous of? Sierra? No, I'm not. We were both with Jimmy the same amount of times. But hers is that get it and hit it or hit it and get it. And she's the one that does lives and says, the flesh is weak. Somebody said, would you ever be with him again? She said, well, the flesh is weak, and did her chuckle. I know she would. The drop of a hat. But that's not the point. This isn't even about Jimmy or jealousy. This is about her spinning the narratives to try to get everyone out there. I mean, you know, to believe her side. And it's a bunch of bull. Frankly, it's bullying, you guys.
But can you please, you know, take your baby arm across the water?
Look at this.
No, never mind, Jimmy. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Jimmy, go to Washington and satisfy
right there,
PCT. Listen.
You ain't gotta go.
She's on the way. You ain't gotta know.
Matter of fact, Jimmy, just go ahead and have a hotel on retainer. Just have a room. Maybe you could even get the same room. You know?
Good
have
grief.
it on retainer, and just whenever she gets her funds,
This is
2
4 days ago.
She'll be on the way. PJ, you'll be at work. So it doesn't matter.
Okay. She knows fucking well. Damn fucking well, Sierra. You know I paid my own plane ticket. You know I paid $711 for the ticket to go to the memorial for Summer Wells, which was canceled. And then I changed the ticket to his birthday bash that following October. And PJ pretty much canceled it, regardless of what anyone says. And I called the airport, and it wasn't the airport. It wasn't SeaTac. I called a stupid place called, what was it called? Something O'Air. Cheap O'Air. And I said, look, the thing's been canceled. Can I get my money back or whatever? And they're like, no, we only do this 2 times, blah, blah, blah. I have nothing against Indians or Iraq or whatever sounding, but he was talking like that really, really fast. And, and it was a lot of money. And I found out I could have gotten a ticket from SeaTac for half the price. But I thought going all the way to Tennessee for $350 across the entire United States and another $350 back was a good deal, because I haven't flown um, since, when was it? When was I last on it? Was I on a big jet? It had been at least 20 or 30 years. Yeah, it was when Parker was 3 and we flew to Iowa so the grandparents could meet him. Or no, he was 2. And I showed pictures like a week ago of him on the airplane and stuff. Before that, it was Okinawa, flying from flippin' Vermont to Boston, straight across Chicago, landing in Chicago, taking off again, landing in LA, and then LA to Orange County, and then Orange County to whatever that place is in Juneau, Alaska, to that airport, and then on to Okinawa by myself.
She's done it before. She'll do it again. But I'm the nymphomaniac, right? Crazy. The real rapper. Hey, the real rapper. We had a fake rapper in here earlier. Man, he's popular. That's a good sign. Yeah, I had to come over here and laugh at that. I was like, nymphomaniac. I was like, damn. I mean, I guess she want me to. I guess she. It's crazy how people will say some shit to get under your skin so you can tell your own tea. But I'm not gonna spill my own tea, PCT. Whether I'm a nymphomaniac or whether I get dick or got dick or whether I got dick beside me right now is nobody's business, especially not yours. And
I gotta use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Are you mad? Are you sad? Are you mad that I'm in Virginia? Oh, that's another reason she's pissed. I bet. She's mad because I'm in Virginia. Oh, I'm in Virginia. Oh, ooh. I could be rubbing on Jimmy right now. Ooh. I don't even know if he's live. You never know. Jimmy, be quiet. You gonna make her upset. Don't laugh at that.
This is 4 days ago.
Oh, and I'm a slut. I forgot. How dare you, slut? You know, being a slut is a whole movement. I should call Amber Rose, and we should protest. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hit up Amber Rose because Amber Rose did the slut walk. If you're not familiar with the slut walk, is because Amber Rose was getting slut shamed in the industry, and she gathered all these sex workers, porn stars, whoever, to identify as that, or that do identify as a slut, and they walked in a marathon. It was like back in 2016 or 2013, or I don't even remember, but you know, so yeah, maybe me and Amber. Shout out to Amber Rose. I don't know what she's doing lately, but shout out to her. I know she got a forehead tattoo or some kind of tattoo on her head. I'm not sure what that's about, but I'm gonna hit Amber Rose up on IG or Twitter, and we're gonna what is it? Where does she live at? Somewhere in Washington. So we're gonna fly out, me and Amber Rose, and we're gonna gather all the sluts. We're gonna be over in PCT's neighborhood. Just hell no, we not a hoe. Hell no, we not a hoe. We just gonna do that, y'all. Mm-hmm.
Or you could fight your own battles for once.
Forehead. Yeah, it's on her, like, not her I don't know. Is it on her forehead or is it on the back of her head? Yeah, Amber Rose. Isn't that a quinky dink? You know? Shit.
Yeah, you're darn right. I called her a slut. I called her a nymphomaniac. I said things that I was beginning to see in her for the past 3 months and how vindictive and cruel she is. Okay, you guys are just hearing snippets. You haven't heard all her other videos. After 3 months, you kind of lose your shit after a while. And I fought back. But all my other videos are just defending and defending and defending. No, I didn't do that. No, I didn't say that. Just defending. But yeah, I sunk. No, I'm talking all the past videos that she made of me. You don't understand. And she took one down. She took the one down, unless it's in this one, where she says, "A Rose, you know, if you didn't have a dime, she wouldn't be around you. I think you should rethink your relationship with her." You know? And I'm just tired of it. And then she did it to Truth Seeker. Okay, well, I don't know if you saw the one. Okay, I wasn't even talking to her or about her, nothing. Why did she make those two, part 1 and part 2, perpetual victim ones, huh? See that? Answer me that one.
And I don't know.
Because she was
I
mad.
talked about this too earlier. Shout out to Team Rose. I'm about to address Team Rose.
Oh,
She hasn't watched my live, so she doesn't know. But
okay.
or she doesn't know what I said.
Here it is.
Still love you, Team Rose.
Here it is. Hold on. 2606. I'll play it right here.
I was thinking too, I was like, damn, what, and this is just me being transparent. What if Team Rose is smarter than all of us? Have we ever thought about that? What if Team Rose is the genius here? I'm going to explain the play. This is very sophisticated. This is like art of Shang Ju, art of war. Art. What does it say? Art of Shang Ju. This is art of war, Shang Ju type shit. This is like some Machiavellian shit right here. Okay, dig it. What if Team Rose sat back, smoked a joint, and thought to herself, how am I going to know who is really my friend and who's not? Who's really loyal to me and
Yeah.
who's not?
Yeah.
Right?
Here we go. Spin your own fucking narrative.
How can I weed out people, right? So what if Team Rose is like, I'm gonna talk to PCT, and I'm gonna, you know, give her some money.
See?
She might do this, she might not. And then I'm gonna see if
You're right. If someone's a true friend, they can't be influenced. So guess what? This never fucking happened, Susan. This never happened. She's spinning a narrative saying, if you continue to listen, that Team Rose and I, behind Mary Jane Doe's back, and everybody's conspired to have her wrench taken. She was absolutely shocked when she found out I did that. This is what I'm talking about. What do you mean, so what? That means it's not true. She's on a platform. Okay, have you ever been bullied or cyberbullied? I don't think so.
PCT will hit me up again for some more money.
Look at this.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got, if you're Team Rose, you gotta ask yourself,
Here we go.
would PCT defend me so hard against
Lionel Dandy.
If Team
Rose have disposable income,
if Team Rose didn't
have money to share,
or to support
good
YouTube
God.
If she didn't have that access and resource,
Fucking ridiculous.
money,
I do not
clout,
do the same thing.
standing with Dolly Vision, good standing
Look at
with
that.
DJ, good standing with Turtle Gang.
Okay, first of all, she doesn't have good standing with any of them. She doesn't even want to go over there. She was on Turtle Island like me once, around the same time. I don't think we were both on there together. It was like the next time I was on there, I lasted 3 weeks. She was on there. I can't remember how long she lasted, but she calls it Abuse Island. She calls it Abuse Island. Now, I'm not going to keep talking. You know, the whole time through this, trying to have you decipher what is a bully or not, Susan.
You know, if she was still welcome over there and she didn't have, would PCT go as hard? You have to ask yourself these questions.
No, you don't.
Because I know my answer. I know that if Team Rose didn't have a dime, right? If Team Rose didn't have a penny to her name,
Look at that. She's snapping.
I would still love Team Rose.
She's clapping her hands together.
I would love the tips she give us. I would have still learned about grounding. I would have still, you know, trying to catch every live. I can't catch everyone now because she goes live a lot now. with all this troll stuff. But back in the day, she used to go live like in the morning first.
Rose doesn't have any money. I mean, maybe she used to. I don't know. She had to close, and she said this on her live even recently. Because of all the trolling, she had to close down her bed and breakfast place. She didn't feel safe. You know, those are people that write in or email in and say, we'd like to stay on such and such a night. She closed it down. So, I mean, you know, for her to imply that Rose even has money, like, this is what I mean. She's constantly spinning these damn narratives. No, Maria G knows Rose as well as I do. And no.
Thing in the morning. You just jump in there in the morning, like with your cup of coffee and your cigarette. Boom. You know? But if she didn't have the money that she had, would PCT go as hard?
Go as
I don't
hard.
think so.
I don't think so. See? See?
Because there's got to be a benefit to it. Why would PCT?
Okay. There has to be a benefit to stick up for a woman that has no one to stick up for her. I mean, Maria G does, most definitely, you know, says things in comments and things. So really, it's just me and Maria G. And me recently, because I told Rose I don't have to have a dog in every fight. I'm just gonna stay neutral. You know? And when Tasha used to come in my chat and say hi and everything, Rose didn't like it. But I was nice to her. I was like, hey, hi. You know, that was what, over a year ago? So there doesn't have to be a benefit to being loyal to a friend. So ridiculous. And then that's what I mean. She minimizes the pain that Lionel inflicted and inflicts on Rose often. Freaking ridiculous.
Risk her channel and getting reported by Lionel or any of Lionel's subscribers for anything that she has to say. Why would she risk monetization?
I'm not risking monetization. You can say fuck, you can say bitch, okay? You can't say racist things. There's certain politics things you can't talk about. The C disease you can't really talk about. But yeah, I've looked into TOS. If people think I'm risking monetization, and in fact, I knew I wasn't. I knew I wasn't. I mean, it's ridiculous. I'm still monetized. Okay, stay in your own lane, Sierra. Shit.
To be loyal to Team Rose if it wasn't for the money. You know?
No, I'm not, Susan. Sierra is gossiping about her so-called friend's financial success. Get it straight.
And I've learned so much. Thank you, Sticky. I've learned so much from Team Rose. I could not put a price on it. I couldn't put a price on it. I guess she has clout in like the conspiracy world, you know. Maybe at Dolly Vision she has a little bit of clout, but I don't see her like as a turtle. You know, I see her just as like a guru. Like she's like the teal swan of the East Coast and shit. You know what I mean? She's like a guru, like a spiritual guru.
So, Sierra, first you minimize her pain and you minimize, completely dismiss Lionel calling her a crusty old whore. And then he says, in fact, leave, get out of here. I'm blocking you. You need to go work on yourself. And he called her other things. So now you're going to sort of love bomb right after you are dismissive of her feelings. You're going to say all this. Typical.
Like I imagine like Team Rose is gonna be on one of them documentaries. She's gonna like be on like a little yoga mat, like a little meditation pillow. Okay, you know how you see the yogis in India, and they be having like all white on, right? And they be having like their little yoga pillow.
No, I didn't say she doesn't have money. Well, yeah, I did say that, but of course she has some money. She drives a car. She eats. She's staying somewhere. Okay? And, I mean, good grief. The term is, when I say she doesn't have money, I mean what the topic's about, which is to give away to me for what I don't even know. Like, can you read between the lines, please, Susan?
Sit on, and if you sitting like Indian style, like I am right now, Team Rose is gonna have her little yoga. She's gonna have her little pillow, and she's gonna be dressed in all white. Okay, and she's gonna have her bare feet, right?
Whatever. Say whatever. I mean, that is so petty. She said it on her past live. She's like, I can't even run my bread and breakfast, my bed and breakfast anymore. And she's really bothered by that because she enjoyed doing it. She used to make videos of it. You know, she had to, do the laundry and make sure everything was really, neat and clean and all that kind of stuff. And just all of a sudden, like I think it was shortly after she was gone for 2 months and took a big break, she admitted to that. So, good grief.
And she's gonna be like in a circle, surrounded by women and men, like rubbing castor oil or olive oil on her feet, or she gonna have somebody else do that shit. So somebody else probably do that. No, I didn't say cults. I didn't say that. I didn't say cult. She doesn't give cult vibes. This is a very sophisticated movement. Okay? Don't get it twisted. This is Netflix documentary type shit. Shit, if I was Team Rose, I would. But see, Team Rose is too humble. Team Rose is so humble, she could be a cult leader. She really could. But that's not what she's about. She's about teaching and her voice code and her healing code. You know? She's about exposing, energetic vampires for harvesting loose.
Oh, God. What are you, high? Jesus.
Then, I got to thinking, too. I said, because I got to thinking about Team Rose's experience on YouTube as a whole, right? And I got to thinking, I was like, well, ever since I started grounding, this is just my testimony. Ever since I started grounding, putting my bare feet in the earth.
Yeah, okay.
And what I've noticed that
keep sucking up
for Earth, for Mother Earth, and with Mother Earth, and
I want to hear this.
Such a person as PCT.
Oh, okay. Such a person.
A healthy thing.
This is 4 days ago, folks.
I have to ask myself how someone as spiritual and is in tune with Mother Earth and healing and holistic things, right?
And healthy things, right?
How is he? And she knows how to get the
heavy metals out of your body, and she knows a whole lot of stuff, guys. You got to check her out. A person of this high vibration.
attract
such a person as PCT.
Like, every time PCT comes online, she's either screaming at someone, reminiscing about Dolly Vision, or complaining about them.
That's a bald-faced lie.
About the past.
Okay, so this is what I mean. I don't know what her channel is really about, but I wrote in my thing after 2 years, I said, I'm going to change my channel up a bit. I'm going to have a topic. Have a little music. I can't remember exactly how I worded it. And then I'll be talking to my chat. It's not serial killers anymore for me around the world. It's not about missing people on cruise ships anymore. It's not about just missing people in general. I covered so much negativity and sadness. And so it's just been happy, you know, and I used to do more of like StreamYard and had people up on panel. But I don't have the energy for 6 and 7 and even 4-hour lives. Although I noticed yesterday was 4 hours and I think today was 3. So lately they've been getting a little longer. But, you know, I mean, I easily could not defend myself, but I told her, I said, I don't want to be treated like a PJ. And that's what she's done now to me since the end of March.
That the past, meaning like her mother and her sister, that she hadn't seen in 15 years because she's too busy getting on a flight to go see Dolly Vision.
Okay. What I'm doing is so bad. When what is she doing? She's busting my business out there on her channel for, frankly, I think clicks and views. The way she her enunciations, you know, are more intense here and there, and good grief. And that's a bald-faced lie. She knows that I could not see my mother. My mother was having company. So I went ahead and used the ticket to go to Virginia. The plan was to see my mother the next year, but that was the year she had her little stroke and then a heart attack, and my sister found out she had uterine cancer and it was in the 4th stage. So my mom drove from Iowa to Missouri and stayed with my sister for a while. It was not the summer because Mom wanted me to see my sister too. When she's first getting on chemo and all this, to go visit her. And then it was that same year, she found out she had stomach cancer. And my mom chose, because she knew she wouldn't be able to fight it at the age of 82 and didn't want to feel sick and everything. And I didn't question it. I didn't say, oh, Mom, you know, you could at least be alive another 5 years. Try to do something. No, it's my mother's choice. She put herself on hospice. But yet 4 days ago, when she made this fucking live, she's going to throw my business out there and say I was too busy to see her because the plan was to see Dolly Vision. It's so ridiculous. The company my mother had was from Chicago and Vermont. And it was a big deal because it was the last time she was going to see these people. That's what my mom told me. And I had to deal with everything. Her husband, or she did, her husband got cancer and did the radiation and did the chemo and did all this. and the C disease was out there at the same time. And so, we're all doing our vaccinations and whatever. And then before that, they didn't have the money. And before that, I didn't have any money. And in fact, I didn't have any money until I got a little bit of a trust fund when my grandma passed away. And that is how I was even able to buy the plane ticket myself to go anywhere. So when I took a train, my mother and my father split the cost. It was $500. I don't know what it would be now. $250 down, $250 back for me and my daughter. And every year went by. My mom thought it was 10 years. We were talking on the phone and I said, no, it'll be 14 this August. And she went, really, Megan? Really? She was just shocked too. We both thought, she thought, my sister thought, we all thought my mom had more time. But no, she's got to take a major low blow, doesn't she? 4 fucking days ago.
How does a person like that,
Like,
how does a self-centered person like that,
you guys want me to apologize to her?
a person like Team Rose?
You're fucking
That's what I
high.
don't understand. And if I was Team Rose, I would look at that. Maybe there's some shadow work.
See?
I'm just a student. I don't know.
No, you're not. You're an instigator. You're an instigator.
But maybe do some shadow work. Like maybe if I was Team Rose, I would say, why do I feel like this would be my shadow work start, right? This is how my brain works. This is how, my shadow work, I would say, okay, I would write it down. I'd be like, how do I attract toxic people in my life? And then she could list all the people, right? And then maybe Team Rose attracts toxic people who are low vibrational, people, not her subs, not her mod. I've met some great people through Team Rose. Let me tell you. I met Stiggy over there. I met Stiggy.
Yeah,
Stiggy,
yeah.
I see you in chat.
Who are you really trying to talk about, Sierra?
So I met Stiggy over there.
Could it be me? Could it be me?
Of course, Lord Dandy. I mean, some might say Lord Dandy is toxic, but I think he's misunderstood. I think people just don't understand his culture, his accent, his, mannerism, his gayness. So I think he's just misunderstood.
There's nothing wrong with people getting stoned, but when they use it as an excuse to slander and that kind of thing on the internet, I have a problem with that. Okay, I smoked pot in my 20s, and Sierra blurted out on her live that she thinks I'm lying. No, I did it to fit in. I didn't like it. I especially didn't like the hashish. But I've never done hard drugs. I've never put anything in my arm. Yes, I did try speed once and COCAINE twice. But, the bongs and all that shit, and apparently back in the 80s, it was only 3%. I guess, what is it now? 11%? 13? 30? I don't know. No, I'm judging because she's different. She's not as sort of callous and trying to go with her narrative and try to make stories up and just keep laughing at her own lame jokes at the expense of others. Why do you think she says, I'm the hated person. Everything's my fault, right? Oh, I can be the person that everybody doesn't like and blames. Well, look at her. She's admitted on lives, you guys, that she has people from her discords and groups in there spying on purpose so she can get the tea. And saying the tea is one thing, bullying is another.
But it has to be, there is something that is attracting PCT to Team Rose. And it's not fucking Dolly Vision. It's not because they're the same age.
See?
It's not because they've been through similar things in life. That has shit all to do with it.
How do you know?
I think on both sides. Now, I'm not a doctor. I don't mean to psychoanalyze people.
But you do, don't you? But you do.
I think
you try.
Is looking for female companionship, sisterhood.
Yeah, and she's got that with me.
Social media, whether it be locally, in Maine or online. She's looking for sisterhood. And PCT is
looking for a social outlet. God.
Well, my question to PCT,
look at burn the bridge with Team Rose.
Who are you going to bond to next? Because you're going to burn the bridge with Team Rose.
See?
You've done it before.
See? Because you're going to burn the bridge with Team Rose. You've done it before. You're going to do it again. She's hoping, you guys. She's freaking hoping. If she was really honest and transparent and had sat down with like a therapist right now and admitted she's jealous of our relationship, she's jealous that Rose and I have been on panel together. She's expects Rose to white knight and stick up for her about her being a good mother, when I have always said she's a good mother. But just because I bring up Walmart's food, you can't get that many fruits and vegetables there. And yeah, I was taking a low blow, and I said that on my live. This is what I mean. She's always looking for an in with Rose. And she is never going to have what Rose and I have. Because she's not the same age. She's not Norwegian. She didn't go to a college for one semester on the East Coast. Among many other things. And our thinking is just alike. This is making me mad all over again.
Or you'll do it again. Because you could have. Now, I hate to toot my own horn, but I have some of the best mods in the YouTube business. Okay, I'm not even monetized, but I have some of the best mods. And PCT could have took a Mary Jane Doe approach. She could have played neutral.
You could have kept your mouth shut instead of burning bridges.
And just supported who she wanted to support.
You could have stayed in your own lane.
But that's not what she did.
Sierra, that's not what you did.
She excommunicated.
See, that's a lie.
Jane Doe.
There you go. I mean, she's literally sitting with her avatar going, saying I excommunicated. When I did a freaking live stating maybe things aren't good now. I noticed she hasn't come into my lives. She's not trying to talk to me in Messenger. I did peek yesterday to see if I was blocked because I was curious by her. I'm not. It's like she's spinning her own narrative that we're excommunicated when she wished me well. And she even said truly well, so I would believe it. Like, can Sierra ever mind her own damn business? God.
Points to Team Rose. That only tells me
Okay, I gotta play that over again.
who she wanted to support. But that's not what she did. She excommunicated Mary Jane Doe to prove a point to Team Rose. That only tells me that one day, now Team Rose, you can't talk about nothing political.
See?
If you want to keep this sisterhood, this camaraderie.
Okay. Rose and I have talked about politics already. Rose used to be a Democrat. She said it on her live. She was very, very, very much, she said, like me, against pew-pews. That's the other thing I can put down in our common thing. She used to be very much against it. She's not anymore. Is she all for our president? No. She told me that too. So, once again, you're wrong, Sierra.
This bond with PCT in good standing. You cannot say any. I'm assuming you're all the same political viewpoint. I'm not sure. Maybe not. But you definitely can't go out on a limb and have empathy for anything MAGA, anything, government wise.
Just because I'm a Democrat, just because I do not like Trump, just because I thought ICE was out of control, just because I spoke up about ICE for the first time, and frankly, last time, incident-wise, was that whole Minnesota thing. Because I lived there. I know what it's like to see city buses getting stuck downtown. There's so much snow, and it's so cold because of all the lakes there. I know. Spin your own narrative again.
It's not smart, squirrel, hard left. It's not smart to be in government housing.
Oh, here we go.
And then not vote and then bitch about how the government runs their business.
When I heard that, I don't know. First of all, I did vote. Secondly, I think I even told her that when we were friends. But thirdly, if I didn't, what fucking business is it of yours, Sierra? And thirdly, I've been voting since Obama. I mean, I voted for Obama and I kept voting. So this is what I mean. 32 people in the chat, in the bushes. This is what I mean. She just doesn't care how she comes across about people. And I'm going to say it, a bully's a bully. Period. But she's using a platform and the public for anybody in the world to hear these disgusting remarks. Jesus.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
I look at it like this. If I'm not voting, not my circus, not my monkeys. I'm going to pay my bill. I'm going to pay my life bill.
Okay.
And keep it moving.
So she doesn't vote.
You know?
There you go. You just kind of admitted it, huh? You don't vote.
You know what? I need to remember. Hold on. I didn't put it in all chat. I put it in all chat now so I can see everybody's comments. I was missing some comments last few lives, so y'all have to remember me. Remind me.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus. Y'all have
MS
to remind me to put
046.
it in all chat so I can see everybody's comments as they come through, because I don't want anybody to feel
Neglected, right? Yeah.
neglecting
Anyone that has a negative thing to say about me in her
Rose,
chat,
your feelings rapper, how's up? Were you in there? Hey, Barbara Thompson, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Fire in the hole, smoke them if you got them. I didn't lit the blunt and didn't tell y'all. Is not a far left liberal. Tina is a Democrat. Food for you, Sierra. Food. I got snacks here. I got a brownie here that's half squished because I sat on it with my fat ass.
okay, that's number 11.
It's in the wrapper though.
11.
And I have pants on.
She said
So
fat
even if
now.
Even if I would have sat on it with my fat ass.
There's 12.
With ass juices on in there. Shit is mine. Oh, God.
I never called her fat.
Lord have mercy.
And she knows it.
I was on a roll, but I left it there. I don't know. My brain just said, fuck it. Don't even try to. But that's my prediction. Something is going to happen. We've seen this movie before.
Good grief.
Oh, God. See, I thought it was damn Mary Jane Doe, and I got the 35%. Oh, God, my eyes. Oh, my God. CT, was she defending Lionel? No. I was on Team Rose in there in Tina's chat, and she was asking PCT, was she defending Lionel?
Yeah.
No.
See? That made her nervous. When Rose jumped in and said to me, was Sierra defending Lionel? Now she lies about it.
Mary Jane Doe. Yeah, you know. Yeah, Team Rose. I saw Team Rose in there in Tina's chat, and she was asking PCT, was she defending Lionel? No, I was not defending Lionel. The fuck? No.
Yeah, you were.
No, I'm not. I mean,
yeah. No.
I didn't even cover Lionel's video that much. I mainly did PCT's video.
That doesn't matter.
I pulled Lionel's up, but then I choked on an apple and almost died.
Yeah. Make a big story. Defend yourself.
Shit, so
unbelievable.
I didn't get really to all Lionel's points. I just, linked it in there.
Yeah. You just dismissed Rose.
I do believe that you and Lionel are in this tug of war, give and take. Y'all in this hot and cold, on and off type situation.
Yeah. That's making her physically and mentally ill.
You know how they say two's company and three's a crowd? PCT 3 is a crowd. If they wanted to invite you to the threesome, they would have.
See?
It's like this is how it looks, right? Me.
No,
Lionel,
being cyberbullied.
Nymphomaniac. Can we get nasty with it? Okay, great. So it's like me, Lionel, and Team Rose. We're up on panel, right? We were laid up. We just laid up in the bed, just having old good pillow talk.
You wish. Okay. You barely said anything.
Rose and her magical boobs.
Good God.
And Lionel with his magical cock.
See, now you know why I called her a nymphomaniac after 2 years.
We had a great time.
The shoe fits, wear it.
Some people came in and, talked to us. I think Jack came up on panel and he was talking with us, and then he realized, shit, it's too much love over here. Whew.
It wasn't like that at all.
It's too much heat. So Jack got out the kitchen.
Oh, my God.
Jack said, woo, they laid out. They spread out.
Oh, God, that's such
You
a
know.
lie.
So next couple days, you know what I'm saying? I guess PCT was jealous. And she was like, damn, I want to be in the threesome too. But you can't join in with me because she don't like me. And that wouldn't be a threesome. It'd be a foursome. You know? So she had to wait until, you know, I wasn't paying attention. And then she tried to get in there, you know, with T Rose and Lionel, but she don't even like Lionel. So she was basically on some I'ma steal your girl type shit. She stole T Rose from Lionel.
Oh
If
my
you look at
God.
it in a heterosexual context, she stole T Rose from Lionel. She's Miss I'ma take your girl.
What the fuck?
I literally just fucked PCT's brain. She's losing her mind right now. She's like, what? That's not his girl. He's gay. She's not gonna get that. But you know, I'm just trying to, you know, help her out. You know, maybe in some of these ebonic rabbit holes with my big fat black ass.
Here we go.
Big
Number
fat
what?
black mouth.
Oh, another one. See, we're up to
She wanted
14.
so bad.
See?
Have y'all ever met?
Here we go.
Like, I don't know. Where's Raider Rich when I need him? I need someone of color. Okay. Has anybody? Maybe is Unitonic?
She's pulling the race card now against me.
Of color, right? Felt like somebody want to call you something racial slur so bad, like they got it on the tip of their tongue. But
she's wishing.
they know
she's wishing.
If they do, they're in the wrong.
Unbelievable.
You know what I mean?
Man, I did the right thing.
I just get that vibe from her. Like, even when me and PCT was friends, like, I got that vibe, like, she want to say it just to sound cool, like, or she want to listen to a rap song and say it real aggressive.
Okay, so why on earth, 4 days later, I believe I heard on this very past live, tonight, or last night, I mean, or just, it's 2:36 in the morning here. I'm gotta hit the hay pretty soon, but yesterday night, or last night, whatever, did you say that, or did you say that? Or no, Barbara did. She said, I really don't think Megan is racist. She just doesn't have a lot of the culture around her. And I was brought up in the 80s saying black people, mulatto people, because you use different lingo. Oh, and then the fact that I spell Nigger in reference to her doing this part. Oh, she wants to say it. I'll say it. And she says it and laughs at herself. But then I spell it in reference to this, and I'm racist. When you're not even supposed to say that word when you're monetized. Ugh.
Shit. Like I just get that vibe from her. I don't know how to feel about it. I just get that vibe. I've had this conversation with Mary Jane Doe. I don't know why she's oh my God. Mary, we've had this conversation. I told her, I was like, Mary Jane Doe, you can say it. You go ahead and let it out. You know, you get like I was like,
oh, you've accused her of it too?
To my, non-black friends.
Man.
I don't never say that to Stiggy because Stiggy is Italian, So I don't want to be sleeping with the fishes. I know. Wow. I know what Italians call us, and I never felt like Stiggy wants to call me a Mulian. I never felt like Stiggy wanted to do that. I always felt like Stiggy can't focus when I'm talking to her. I'd be like, Stiggy, my eyes are up here.
But you've questioned Mary Jane Doe? I didn't catch that. First time I heard this.
Hey, Angela. Somebody might want to give you a doll to hold. That's sad. It's Chucky. What? Chucky who? How did Chucky get in the picture? You know what? I started to get me a Chucky doll.
Okay. Susan, your last comment, honestly, it bothered me. If I don't know what the ages of that little girl or that little boy are, but saying someone is filth, what did you say? They're going to go to school and learn what that means and feel a type of certain way. Geesh, I know a man that cleans or think things are funny. Again, when it's not at the expense of others, or hoping they'll lose subs, or hoping they'll say something wrong about a racist comment, or I mean a comment she thinks she's hoping they'll say, there's something wrong with that. Now she talks about a Chucky doll. Oh, good grief. Okay, yep. Here we go. I should be a Chucky doll for Halloween. She just can't stop. This is 4 days ago.
God, that's what PCT should be for Halloween. She should be Megan the doll. The robot doll. Oh my God, this is so cool. She
Okay,
could probably do the dance too.
the Megan doll.
She was talking about, what did she say? I was jealous. See, I'm remembering shit late. Sorry, PCT. I smoked a little of the weed. I smoked a little bit of the devil's lettuce.
You smoked a lot.
I'm stoned.
Yeah,
I'm inebriated.
yeah, and you're nasty when you do that.
But PCT was like, oh, Sierra was talking about me putting my crotch in the camera. She wishes
I didn't say that.
she could something. She wishes she could.
Yeah, you can't
stick her
remember.
crotch in. She wished she had slim hips like mine. No,
No.
actually,
She has talked the last 3 months more about OnlyFans than flipping people that are probably on OnlyFans, but not about herself, me. And then she had to throw in porn in there, okay? And even say that she would like be my producer or she could get me into the business and blah, blah, blah. So, you know, she's purposely trying to bring stress onto my life. She knows I'm going to hear these and she could give two shits. So when she writes in comments, when you act like an adult and we can have an adult conversation, let me know. I wish you well. I wrote, no, you don't. You don't wish me well. And then I said a few other things like, I think you're hoping I'll have another stroke. And that might be a real low blow. But that's how she makes me feel because she won't let up. This video is from 4 days ago, not counting her AI, 2 days ago, and then not counting her past lives. The only one that was calm and even slightly decent, almost like she's surrendering, almost like she's taking some kind of white towel and throwing it in. I'm not kidding. Was her last one. What, just because I got choked up a little bit? I got choked up because that was a special time in Virginia. I got choked up because I wish I hadn't gotten on her stupid bandwagon with White Boy, where he, for clicks and views, is dragging people. Because Jimmy did some nice things for me and went out on a limb for me. Not what she's saying.
if we want to talk, if I could have it my way, okay. I'm gonna go head to toe. Let's go full. You remember that TV show, The Swan?
Uh,
Okay. from the forehead, we'll start from the forehead down. Okay, eyes, nose, everything. Nose is cool. I don't feel no ways about my nose.
What?
Okay, a little lipo, contour, but now it's like chubby cheek. I get a little lipo right in a little. But no, the size, I don't really care about.
Good grief.
Stomach goes leading up to the hips.
All right, she's going through her,
Think that I'm so jealous of.
her whole body.
Actually, I would like more meat on my hips. Like, I would like to reposition the fat to about
Oh my
50%
God.
each side. There's more volume. I would like to do that. Make them look slim. I think so too. I'm learning self-love. It's an act, and I believe in. I just thought it was funny because it's tight.
She thinks everything's funny. Here we go. Now she insults whites.
One thing is for sure.
Here we
I
go.
wanted it flat, and pulled tight like that, but
She pulls a race card right here.
for sure, PCT. As long as I live, you know what they say, PCT, black don't crack. As long as I live, I bet my neck stay tight. I bet my coochie stay tight too. Yeah. Is that what you're mad at? Or is that why you want to attack me at the end of your life? Because my coochie was so tight that Dolly Vision kept coming back and he only rode Joe ride once.
That's a lie right there. And she knows it. When I finally came clean with her and honest after a year and a half, I told her how many times we were together. And she was like, oh, wow. And then she's got to lie. All right. I'm going to end this live here. Probably pick it up tomorrow or maybe not. I'll listen to the rest and see. So some of you, you just decide for yourself. It's whatever. I don't go around and try to take friends from her. But she's doing that to me. Truth Seeker, Mary Jane Doe before. Rose for sure. More than once. That's 3 right there, and there's one more, and I can't think of who it is. But anyway, she'll probably try to convince Maria G, but I don't even think they're friends, and it would never work because Maria G and I are tight. All right, so I gotta go, and thanks for being here. And this is why I won't apologize, and this is why I don't trust. And I saw her true colors of how she could treat me like a PJ, and I was right. So take care, everyone. Love you, Maria G.